Hello, everyone. My name's Lex. Here with a well, I wouldn't say a much, but a later than normal timing start. Words. Ooh. Um, but back with continuing my playthrough on Final Fantasy XVI. Alright, so last time, um, cool boy, there's quite a few things that happened. Um, so the majority of it was we had learned that uh, Rosaria was being attacked by the Dalmekian Republic. And as it says here, the chapter was called Capital Punishment. Hugo Kupka learns of Sid's true identity. Well, he learns of the current Sid's true identity. Past Sid, um, already being dead, that doesn't exactly come into play. But for current Sid, aka Clive, he learned that that's who he was. And marshals his loyal minions to march on Rosalith, the city in which Clive was born and raised. Though full aware that this is not but another of Kupka's traps, Clive jumps at the chance to put the Hideaway's longtime nemesis to the sword. With Jill and Gav in support, he infiltrates the former ducal capital, where battle between Kupka's men of the Rock and its imperial occupiers still rages, and together they make their way to the castle where Kupka awaits. Um, we were able to, push our way through to the castle, but there, after a quick little fight with a coral, um, miniature boss fight with a coral, um, we got essentially ambushed by Kupka, who kind of took us captive for a hot minute. He was going to execute Jill in front of Clive, um, but we were able to kind of turn the tables around, and with uh, Torgal unleashing a new ability of his, he was able to help us in getting Jill out of that predicament, and then us going after Kupka, which came down to a mano a mano battle inside the what was it, the throne room, and then underneath the throne room, where we became victorious and we chopped off both of Kupka's hands. Um, but we were not able to finish him off as he was uh, taken by someone who showed up. We didn't get a look at their face, but have an idea of. Well, we know who took him. It was the Woled, the nation of Woled. I'm not sure what their full thing is called, but someone from Woled took Kupka and they left. So we're eventually going to track him down. But at least for now, we were able to. Well, I guess it's kind of right here, bolts from the blue. Um, Kuka is defeated, but before Clive can land the finishing blow, the down dominant is spirited away by a mysterious man from Woled. Our heroes return to the highway to make sense of these strange developments. And that's pretty much what happened. And now we're just doing some side quests, honestly. But before that, I wanted to whoop the crap out of this stupid creature that was here. It was a whatchamacallit, a flan, I think it's what they're normally called in Final Fantasy. And we were so close the last time. This time, wait, hold on. There we go, Flan Prince. We were super close the last time.
Good girl. Yeah.
So I at least want to finish that guy off. Though he is also 8 levels ahead of me, so... I mean, if I had taken a couple more levels, I would be okay, but... Oh, this is the one that I don't like. Okay, so there's multiple ones that he does. Fuck! I thought I was gonna get that.
I failed.
Nope. Okay. That was not a good start. I thought I was going to hit that heat wave to get that counter off that second time. I did not.
No turning back. Too slow.
Okay, so there's 2 stone that come out.
Let's try.
That didn't work. Oh, that also creates a thing of fire, which is not good. Ah, fuck. I fucked that one up so hard.
Help me, boy. Let's roll ready.
Oop.
To me, boys.
Oh shit.
To me, boys.
Uh-oh. Don't like that.
Shouldn't have. Let's try.
Oh, I was almost fucked. Alright, that's my last high potion. Uh-oh. Okay, I'll take that. Oh, shit.
Over here. Nice try. Well done, Tom.
What the fuck? Okay, that's new.
Get him. To me, boy. Titan! It's over.
Okay. Fuck me. That was pretty close. Oh, we got 2 level ups out of that. Oh, nice. And we got Gelatinous Mass, which I think is one of the things used for...
Well, it's dead now. Whatever it was.
Third time's a charm. I think that's what's used for the Dragon Slayer stuff. Alright, so now we can actually go back to the infirmary since we did the other 2 quests. Or, sorry, back to the hideaway.
little uns have been up to their old tricks again.
Sid, welcome back. A stolus from the Dame arrived not long after you left. If I'd just waited a little longer, I might have been able to deal with things myself. Or maybe I wouldn't. I keep making the wrong decisions.
Cole and the others got home safely. You made exactly the right decision.
No, I was lucky. I've been tracking that slaver for months, and then I sent Cole and you after them woefully unprepared. What kind of leader sends people into danger without considering all the risks? I should have urged greater caution, told Cole to be wary, to pull back at the first sign of trouble.
We swore the same oath as you, Doris.
It's good to see you safe and well, Cole. I'm sorry.
With all due respect, we Cursebreakers don't risk our lives because you commanded of us. We risk them because we believe in our cause. No one with doubts ever joins our ranks. The agony of removing the brand more than sees to that.
We all know how much bravery that takes.
Cole, I never doubted your courage. Only my ability to see it put to good use.
So what's
Thank
the
you
chain
for your
of
faith in me.
command?
I'm not sure I deserve it. I sometimes wonder if I might prefer to risk death alongside the others than ask it of them. But
Is Doris
I'm a
the
Cursebreaker.
lead of the
I swore an oath
Cursebreakers?
too. I have a role to play, and I must trust that I'm the right one to play it.
You will. In time.
Cooldown Rising Flames and materials. Nope, they don't show.
I didn't mean to doubt my comrades, but I couldn't leave them out there either. I need to trust them more, I see that. But that doesn't mean I need to care about them any less.
May the winds of fortune be forever at your back, Sid.
Don't say that. The last thing you need when you're crossing the desert is for the wind
I already talked
to
to this
pick up.
guy.
Drake's Fang is one of the most heavily guarded places in the Republic. You'll need your wits about you.
I imagine that'll be doubly so because they've probably at least heard news of the other places being, other mother crystals being taken out. Alright, so those ones are all down. Just need to go north of Sarwise for that one. Oh, there's one in Delmechia. Okay. Velcroy Desert. I'll have to remember that.
I hope you didn't have too much trouble finding the ammonia.
Only the usual.
Oh, yes. This is it. And more than I was expecting. I dare say the patient won't feel a thing. That is, unless I...
You'll do fine. Talia trusts you. Which means I trust you. The hideaway would be lost without skilled physicers like yourself.
Thank you for the kind words. Truly. But... I'm sorry. I'm still terrified. The brand is more than just ink on flesh. It's a death sentence. Milk of the wyvern tail lurking just below the surface of the skin. One ill-conceived incision, a single slip, and the poison fouls the patient's blood. Failure means death.
Oh.
Even success means tremendous pain. Days of agony as the wound heals. I became a physiker to help people, not to kill them. I don't want to kill anyone.
Cursebreakers lead hard lives. And the operation is only the beginning.
I didn't really
They toil in
realize
shadows,
the tattoo
risking
was
life
actually
and limb,
essentially like
knowing their
a
efforts will
poison
win them neither
trap.
glory nor acclaim. And yet we never won for volunteers. Why do you think that is?
Conviction? They're willing to die?
They're willing to fight. To give their lives to create a world where people like us can be more than mere possessions. I know your work isn't easy. But neither is going under the knife. Be a shoulder for your patients to lean on. Stay strong for them.
You sound like Tyre. Do you know what she once told me? It's natural for a patient to feel like they're suffering in solitude. And it's a physiker's duty to see that they don't. Thank you for helping me remember that. I won't falter. Not again. I'm sorry I let my fear get the better of me. I'm ready to be stronger. For the hideaway. For all of us.
That's... Huh. I didn't think the brands were actually like booby trapped like that. That's pretty fucked up.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Is everything we've received and everything promised?
Okay, so you need more than 350. Safe passage. Not long ago, I was accosted by footpads as I walked the gilded path, and would have perished alone in the desert had not the curse breakers come to my aid. I owe them my life. May this token serve them well. Traveling Terpsichoran? Terpsichoran?
Here you are. All done?
Alright, so now we need to go
The little ones have been
to the desert.
to their old trick
Wait, hold on a second.
again.
Okay, no. I thought there was something else at the, whatchamacallit? Words, pub. Or sorry, not the pub, the Blackthorn and, Karen. But there wasn't. What I want to do is go after this mark, which is supposed to be in Sorrowwise. So let's just go to Martha's Rest first. Alright, so it's supposed to be north of Sorrowwise. I think it's right here. And I think we need to stock up on potions because we ain't got none.
Thanks very much. There you go. Very well.
Thank you for sticking with us.
Those of us who are still here have to look after each other now.
It'll take ages to tidy all this stuff up.
I think this is the right way I'm going. Yeah, it is.
All right, Sid.
Ambrosia won't help me here.
Alright, so we need to take the path this way. I think, right? Yeah.
straight home now.
Oh, there it is. Servian.
The hell is this thing doing out of the moment?
That was quick. Oh. Whoops.
To me, boy. There's a good boy. Too slow. Nice try. Too slow.
Ah, whoops, way too soon. Oh shit.
Help me, boy. You're a flying hound.
Ah, I fucked that up. Ooh, fuck. Oh. 15 hit points.
To me, boy. Too slow.
Also, I need to make sure I dodge to the side.
Nice try.
Ooh, okay, there's a couple there that was pretty fucking close. Electrum.
From the ruins it came, and to ruin it returns.
Okay, so we just did this guy. So the only other one that we have to do now is, whoops, map. And we'll probably run into a, oh shit, I forgot the look. I forgot the description of what it was gonna say. Love how they're just
I was
walking
a young
through the.
man when last I walked this path.
Yeah. I was gonna say, are they at least gonna be on chocobos and ride through this desert, or just walk through it?
There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Riddle of the Sands. What was it? Dalimel Inn? Yeah, Dalimel Inn. What I originally meant to read was this. The Velcroy Desert, a vast arid sea of sand and stone that has been slowly consuming western Dalmekia since time immemorial. Alright. So we already got this stone unlocked. Oh, this is a big place. And then there's north, and then southern. And it looks like there's still more place here to the east.
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark them well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands.
Farewell.
Vogel, kill!
Quietly now.
All yours, Torgal! Torgal, kill!
Stay down.
Want to make sure that one was dead first. Ooh, hello.
To me, boy! Outstanding! It's over!
Oh. Oh, that's just vast desert. Okay, so definitely can't even do that.
Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
You know, I guess I could just ride my chocobo. I mean, I have her.
I can walk from here.
Hello. Oh, this is an area.
Time to fight.
All yours, Torgal.
Curious if there's anything that's worth finding around here. Some shinies. Not really seeing anything else unless I'm just blind. Oh, spoke too soon. Ooh, mithril belt. Is this worth anything to me? Ooh, I mean, I can. I guess I should sort too. But it does give me a little bit of an increase. Not by much, but it's something. Oh, shit. I didn't even realize I got these. Then... Yes, we're also gonna put these on. I wonder how it sorts these, because it doesn't look like it's by, like, rarity. Because I think rarity is, like, you know, going from gray to green to blue to purple. But it's not doing that. Oh, well. This needs 800. So let me keep that in mind.
Ready, go?
Oh, I see a shiny.
Be safe. Come on. Run like the wind.
Ah, okay. I think I can kind of see that there's something on the other side there, but it's blocked off by, I guess, a wall of sand. And this must be the trading post.
Who do you think those soldiers were in the inn?
Friends of friends, I wager. Not that they look very friendly.
Doesn't seem like...
So, Lord Cook has finally made his move.
Yes. I expect that's why there's so many soldiers in town, to deal with any Imperial reprisals.
Well, I guess this isn't the trading post then. This is just a wayside to get to the trading post.
Ah, there she is. The good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Torgo's not happy.
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehare. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Torgal's like, oh, I get to play in the desert? Cool. So Clive has a very distinctive look. Like I feel like he'd be hard pressed to hide his actual identity. Also, two hooded figures just walk into the bar.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal?
Would you rather be my squire?
Now, why are we specifically following her? Oh shit. That's Joshua's aide. And that's Joshua.
Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Oh man, she's probably gonna see Clive and Byron. Maybe, or not.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, we'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Byron, why?
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you.
Byron, you and your big mouth.
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads.
I
Can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two. Friend.
Byron, really?
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Friend. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
Oh, Byron, you absolute madman.
Take him.
Try it.
Yep. Fucked up on that one.
Titan!
Trying to get some of these block times. There we go. There we go.
Not good.
was way too soon. There we go.
You.
Bloody hide. That's new. So I guess how much do I owe for the damages?
For your trouble.
Thank you, Byron.
Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
I love Byron. I'm assuming Joshua gave her a description of what Clive is like in his description.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine. Yeah.
Clive?
What is it, like a radar ping? I'm surprised it didn't go off earlier.
What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The Royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
Plates and pots! Bowls and basins!
That takes us to the south. The final sting. Demo Inn. Walk of the Leisure. Doesn't look like there's any shops here, which is a bit unfortunate. Maybe I shouldn't have burned all of my potions so early.
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Sid. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means, the wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamel is the same.
That would certainly help.
I know, right? Now we don't want to cause a scene.
We only inquire as to who is in
I mean, we just beat up 4 people just for.
And that's
Well, I guess
exactly
they were starting trouble, but still. All right, speak with some of the townspeople.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Crystal delivery's over. Get back to your homes.
But I didn't get one.
Light it, for Gilbert's sake. You're a bearer, aren't you? I was a fool to waste good coin on you.
Anything I can help you with, travelers?
Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamel's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamel, would you?
No. I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
Let's just toss her name in there just in case.
Dalamel is famous for its spas, its markets, and its smithies. Somebody at one of those might be able to help you.
There's nothing here, is there? Oh.
This river runs all the way to the southern seas. They used to load the crystal onto barges and sail it to the villages downstream. Before the canyons were lost to beasts and bandits. When I was a girl, I would wave to the boatmen as they set off on their long journey, and they would throw me sweetmeats in return. Such happy times.
Very pretty looking water, that much I'll say. Alright, let's see what this lady has.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamel. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Well, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
That boy at the Briar's Kiss is a real talent. People flock from miles around to buy his steel. And it isn't cheap either.
Alright, that's good to know.
Light it, for Gilbert's sake.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal.
How many times do I have to tell you? It's not a toy.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalamel. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask Further. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly.
Ask for Further at the baths. If this woman you're looking for is still around, he'll know where to find her.
Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Furder knows.
Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness from your door.
Oh, he's just
Excuse
right there.
Are you Furder?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the Desert Hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the Bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
Well, that was easy.
I know who you're looking for. Go to the Bordello and wait there.
I wouldn't be surprised if this was a trap, though.
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think he trusts us.
This town is truly blessed. The bustling markets, the healing waters, and all under the watchful eye of Lord Kupka, who stands ready to crush any threat that might face us.
Gonna be hard for him to do that without any hands.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
You don't want to be drawing those blades, dudes. But okay. Nope. Nope, that's not it. There we go. Oh wait, have to be pressing. Whoops. I really want to get better at doing counters because I feel like that's going to be like super important for like late game battles and also just like any of the strong battles later on. So trying to get the timing for those is going to be some practice.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Furder?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
Why am I on fire?
Made from the stoutest stoneware. Won't ship, won't
I'm like glowing with embers. I don't know why.
Like eating a cloud with a crust.
Want to go flat? Oh, flatbreads. Okay.
Take a sniff, good sir. You'll be transported.
The finest fabrics, fresh from the capital.
Is this the place?
Ubor's Forge, the Briar's Kiss.
Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you. My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second?
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Ah, yes, quite busy.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff.
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
That's a very open-ended
Trouble!
If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you!
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right. Good luck, Uncle.
Follow the crystals.
I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamil.
In exchange for one great sword forged to the specifications hereunder, Red Rooster Trading will pay the sum of 1,000 gil. No less than 8 hands in length, weighted pommel, briar clam inlay, and serrated edge suited for cutting bone. Ugh. Sounds like a wicked weapon.
He can't be. What? Are you calling Master Lubor a liar?
The misfortune Dalamil finds herself in is of a crystalline nature. So do be discreet in your inquiries,
Alright, there's...
Master Lubor has high expectations of you. Don't disappoint him.
For the best drop in Damamel, visit the final sting.
Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing. There's cartloads of crystal coming out of Drake's Fang every day. Meanwhile, we're all having to get by with half-spent shards. Someone's siphoning it off. A deposit?
Can we go... Okay, we can't go this way.
Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang, for one. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the Rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer.
The men of the Rock are Lord Cook's private guard. He must be a generous man. The amount they spend when they come calling.
Yep.
A word of advice, traveller. You see pots like this around town, you leave them alone. Unlike where you come from, fresh water's in short supply around these parts. We store what little rainwater we get in these pots for, well, not a rainy day, but you know what I mean.
Ah, so you're saying I don't smash pots to see if there's anything lucky inside. Not like I can, though.
If anything's damaged, it's the lash for you.
Can't swing a blade while I'm in civilized sections like this.
The inn's a mess of blood-soaked splinters, thanks to you. The least you can do is let us clean up in peace. I told the guard those soldiers started it. Don't need any more trouble.
I mean, it's true. They're the ones who approached us. Though they weren't the ones who swung the first punch, though.
Have a taste.
You wouldn't believe how much he gave me.
Well, I hope you gave as good as you got.
What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
I'm not a soldier.
Ugh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the Rock and the men of the Rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking. With pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
The most fragrant herbs and
That
spices.
he was literally just here. Literally right here on this spot.
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture.
I just spoke with you like 5 seconds ago.
Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm looking for my pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but...
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
The inn's a mess of blood-soaked splinters, thanks to you. At least you can do is let us-
Yo, Byron, where you at?
Let me treat you. I'm pretty flush these days.
Are you now?
Huh?
Oh.
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
Well done, Byron.
Uncle?
Bribing some of the personal guards.
Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld.
500,000?
That's enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere, and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult.
Popinjay?
It just goes to show, one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face. I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
Ah, so it's a trap.
Place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support if things turn sour.
Of course.
It's not if, it's when.
When did you get so big?
Let me treat you.
I need a drink.
Genuine cactar needles imported from across the sea. Just one prick and your little sparrow will sing.
Fucking men of the wrong. Anytime they pull their snouts out of Kupka's trough is when they want to lord it over us.
Ooh, actually. Okay, there's a shop here. But okay, I gotta go into the desert for this. And I can't go out the south gate.
Lighting, for Gilbert's sake.
Good day, my lord.
Lightning rod cooldown by 5%. Nice, but I don't want to pay for that. When the fuck did I use my strength tonics?
My thanks. Here you are. An excellent choice. Fare you well.
Alright, yeah, so we should head out, past the Briar's Kiss, and then the desert gate.
Just look at the...
Do you think they'll be back soon? I need a new dress.
Needed to a silken
juiciest
soft.
It would make a fine gift.
Good girl.
Actually, you know what? May as well use one of them. I see a shiny. Now, there was a mark in this place. The bandit's bed. I'll have to... What? Shiny. I find it cute that they're like hover for a little bit. Or at least slow their descent.
I'll take it from here.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
Who's them? Oh.
We have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And, being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion, and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
Why would you yell out like
My
that?
lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both!
Oh, whoops.
Help me, boy. Nice try.
It's not over yet, Uncle. Look, I'm just getting warmed up.
Actually, you know what? There's a spellcaster here. I want you dead.
It's over.
Who else is curing? You? No, you're just a captain.
Farewell.
Wait, what? A chocobo? Well, now I kind of feel bad. Guess we're serving up fried chicken too.
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the Royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon.
What, you didn't bring one with you?
It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
Double the...
Here, wear this.
Another seal? Yep, Desert Rose.
Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubor.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
So what was the choice of using that name?
Omia Lostelan. Tuisa Achilles.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive? So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
Ooh, he has multiple things.
Clive.
Crystal trade.
How very fitting.
That the noble soldiers of Dhalmekia and Waled, partners in arms on so many battlefields, should become partners in crime. Still, the merchants of Dalimel will be relieved to see them brought to justice. Many have been driven almost to ruin for want of crystal. I'm sure they would all be rushing to thank you for the service you have done them, if, of course, they had any idea what you had done.
Of course.
As long as we remain reliant on the power of the crystals, we leave ourselves open to such exploitation. But people are such greedy, needy creatures.
There's simply no other way.
Clive, you must bring down each and every mother crystal in the twins and put an end to the people's thoughtless dependence on them. Do not try to disappoint me. So he knows about the larger initiative as well. Alright, Dalimel Inn.
Ours is a blessed corner of the Velcroy.
A venerable oasis with clear running water and natural hot springs. I don't doubt that people have been gathering here since long before the founding of the Republic. Since it was founded, they've been gathering in even greater numbers to serve the needs of the miners who work Drake's Fang and the soldiers who guard it. And serve them they did, lining their coffers far from the prying eyes and grasping fingers of the Republican excisemen. Not that edicts from Rendella carry much weight in these parts. Dalimel has long been something of a law unto itself. Here, those with the most money or the most friends make the rules.
At least they did.
Until Kupka built that castle of his at the heart of the Mother Crystal. Dalimel has been Titan's fiefdom since then. And while his men may be liberal with their coin, they are anything but in the exercising of their authority. Okay. Which, as I'm sure I don't need to tell you, is absolute.
So,
you see why those with the people's best interests at heart took it upon themselves to organize their own protection. My predecessor chief among them.
you and I
have more in common than you might think. Not only are we both masters of the blade, and devilishly handsome to boot, but we are both the second people to bear our respective names. What? You didn't think Rosina Dalimel was my own invention, did you? It was the name of my master. I inherited it from her, along with her title and her smithy. Ensuring that her name lived on was the least I could do after all she did for me. She plucked me from the streets and put my less than nimble fingers to work making blades instead of trouble.
Alas.
She was to leave my life as suddenly and unexpectedly as she had entered it. I swore to follow in her footsteps, that I might change others' lives as she had mine. That is why I keep her forge alive. Why I play the Desert Hare, why I care for the orphans of Dalimel. Indeed, I had thought my obligations to Renz and Drika to be my most pressing concern. That is until the infamous Cid made a surprise reappearance. Rather muddied the waters.
Still?
I suppose there's enough of me to go around, but do forgive me if the Desert Hare isn't always at your beck and call, won't you? Alright.
Don't be a stranger.
Well, that's actually interesting. Wasn't thinking that he was also a second generation of namesake.
I've never even forged a butter knife before. Perhaps Forge Master Luber's having fun at my expense.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Neither would I. Oh, wait. Are you Clive? Sorry, my mind was elsewhere. I'm Sava, Master Luber's least accomplished apprentice. Soon to be former apprentice if I don't pass this test. Maybe I'm just not the resourceful type. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am, unable to make a decent bit of kitchenware. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies the spirit of Dalimil. Whatever that's supposed to mean. I don't suppose you have any idea what he's on about, do you?
I'm afraid not.
Never mind. Thought I'd ask. It was that or pack my bags.
Of course I'm gonna offer help.
I could give you a hand if you like. I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been, and that Lubor needs all the capable hands he can find.
I'd be a fool to refuse.
So, where do we start?
Good question. If I'm honest, I've never made any kind of knife before. And then there's this little riddle to keep in mind. The spirit of Dalamil. Nothing is ever simple with that man.
The way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solving Lubor's puzzle. We need information. The more the better.
You're right. There's no point fumbling in the dark, I suppose. Now, who to speak to first? There's plenty of folk in Dalamil who use knives for a living. There's the butcher, of course, and any number of cooks. They're bound to have an opinion or two about the tools of their trade. All right. I think we have a plan. Let's get to it, shall we? I'll talk to every cook I can find. You speak to the butcher, and anyone else you can think of.
All right. Good luck.
Let's hope that someone says something useful.
Carving out a niche.
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I'd better get to it.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
The finest fabric!
Cutting off our crystals for themselves?
It would certainly explain why we haven't been getting our fair share of late.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
Welcome, sir. What can I do you for?
A question, if you don't mind. I need to know what makes a good carving knife.
You a blacksmith or something?
Something, I suppose.
Fair enough. Knives, is it?
You don't see the
First
big
and
ass sword on my
foremost, It's
back?
got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls cheap steel in no time. Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block, and I'm a happy woman.
So a knife that stays sharp. Makes sense.
Put a knife with an edge like Odin's razor in my hand, and I'll make short work of any carcass.
Plates and pots!
The baths are, closed for scrubbing. Please bear with us a little longer.
I mean, that's an obvious lie, but okay.
Worked for. Ruined. All those years of toil. Every coin I've ever earned is tied up in this place.
Are you all right?
The baths are closed. Leave me be. On second thought, perhaps you are just what I need. Might your services be for hire?
That depends on the job.
I'd have you save my business, the baths. The water's turned scalding hot and all the crystals in Dalamil wouldn't be enough to cool it. I've no doubt that my woes stem from the water's source. But I can't go and investigate for fear of my customers thinking I've abandoned the place. I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one. I beg of you. Go to Dusnoff Terraces. Tell me what you find there.
All right. I'll go and take a look.
Wonderful. It's not far. Leave the market by the south gate. The smell of sulfur will guide you the rest of the way. These baths are all that keep me from an ignoble end in a debtor's prison. My livelihood, my very life, is at stake.
$5 it has to deal with like bombs.
In all my years tending the baths, I've never known anything like this to happen. Please, find out what's gone wrong.
Alright. The other one is supposed to be here.
Sweet insect! Ah, they've opened the gate!
Lubor was true to his word.
Well, we can make our way back to the Fang.
Yeah.
What is it? I'm in no mood for chatter.
Sorry. Do you mind if I ask your trade?
Hunter, why?
I have a question. Can you tell me what makes a good carving knife? I assume you use one out in the field.
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with a brittle blade, not while I'm on the hunt. If your knife snaps every time you use it, you'll be spending coin as fast as you make it. Times are hard enough as it is.
Thank you. I won't keep you any longer.
All business, eh? Man after my own heart.
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
Anything I can interest you in?
That's fine. I'll keep that. Let's head back and talk to this guy, Sava.
Silver platters.
I'm assuming he's gonna want me to go out and get some materials, so may as well at least figure out what he wants, and then we'll figure out from there.
So, how'd it go? You learn anything useful, or should I be looking for a new trade?
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp. But I don't see how that relates to the spirit of Dalamil.
I didn't have much luck either. All the cook said was that he needs his knives to be light. Too heavy and they do his shoulder in.
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his Dalamil remark. But that can't be right.
He definitely did.
I've bandied enough words with the man to know that he chooses them carefully. No. We must be missing something. Something right in front of our noses, most likely.
No doubt you're right, but I have to make a start soon. I can't put off making this knife forever.
Agreed. Lubor wouldn't like that much.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. The cheap stuff, mind. But it's hardy enough if you don't hammer it too thin, and it sharpens up nicely with a bit of effort. Trouble is, it's either durable or it's light. Meaning someone is going to be disappointed. Forge Master Lubor, probably.
Is there no one else you can turn to? Someone who knows their metals, perhaps?
The other apprentices know better than to help me with my test. But maybe there is someone I could turn to. A merchant, a favourite of Forge Master Lubor's, who sells metals to tradesmen passing through the Valcroy. I bet she'd know a thing or two.
Okay, who's this metalsmith?
Is it true what I'm hearing?
Search the desert for the trader? Oh, come on now, dude. Oh, okay. He wants me to go all the way out there.
Come on. Any luck? Or will you be needing help with your bags?
Well, I asked her, but... you tell him.
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, there are options. They're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing so much as a lick of the whetstone. But adamantite ore is unique to ash, so it doesn't come cheap.
And it's beyond my skill to handle.
Unique to ash. Are there any materials unique to Dalamil? Something which could be mixed with iron to refine it. Make it lighter.
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron. Then that's what he'll expect you to use. But he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife. Perhaps his Dalamil remark wasn't a riddle, but a hint.
He wants to make it some
you're
kind of
using,
alloy.
then there's always limestone, I suppose. Folk first settled Dalamil to get at her mineral deposits. And, if you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Bloody hell! That must be it! I don't suppose you know the trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been around enough blacksmiths to know how it works.
Looks like I've got some learning to do. Clive, I hate to ask after all that you've done for me, but...
Limestone? Fine. I can hardly abandon you now.
Oh, such a
Besides,
gracious man.
I want to know if this is the answer to Lubor's little riddle.
I can't thank you enough, Clive. You'll have no trouble finding limestone over in the terraces. The place is bloody made of it.
Then I suppose I'll meet you back at the forge.
Right you are. See you shortly. So, do you crush it up, or just throw it in the furnace?
Nice question, dude. Okay, so the terraces. Well, that's where we need to go for the other quest. So let us actually teleport back to the obelisk.
Well, this is no good. I was hoping to get out of the heat for a little while.
You live in a desert country, lady.
The finest fabric!
The most fragrant herbs and spices.
Kneaded to a silken softness.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Sweet incense. What?
You're a friend of Lubor's, aren't you? Everyone's getting their crystals now, if that's what you're worried about. So, let's leave it there, shall we? No sense making a mountain out of a molehill. Not now the vermin are gone.
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
I've got a crystal. So long as we stay out of the Deadlands, we'll be all right.
What do you want? Directions? Either take this road to the Fang, or piss off back the way you came.
Well, ain't you got a smart mouth on you?
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Lubor?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Talmeki and Waloed are allies, and as you have seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. My man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest. I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Aw, he cares.
As long as you have a plan.
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
Come on, girl. The gate's open now. We can press on. Don't tell me you put down roots.
Okay, so Fanspo for Nightfall. Alright. It's definitely good because we still have like what? I think 14 in whatchamacallit, Daybreak. So let me sure they'll be happy for it. Oh, whoops. Move there. And one more.
One
All
map
right.
looks a lot like another. But hopefully this is what Southern needs.
It's exactly what I fucking thought. There's bombs. All right. Well, how do I get over there? Up and around. Can I summon? Yes, I can.
Come on.
Faster!
How do? Trader, are you? Seeking your fortune down in the golden sands of Dalamil? From mercantile stock myself, as it happens. You'd never guess, I was born just down the road in Dravost. And like me old ma and pa, I've been wandering the world hunting Gilbard's blessing ever since. Reckon I might have found it, too. You've heard about the famous healing waters they got round these parts, right? Well, I'm thinking, if I can find a little pool of my own, dress it up a bit, lay on drinks and fancies and whatnot, I'd have a license to mint Gil. Soothing your aches and pains with a grape in your gob and a glass in your hand. There's nothing people wouldn't pay.
Well, this guy's enterprising. I hope he does know that there is another bathhouse that's already using this. Those, my sir, good sir, are bombs. Whoops.
Broken down, you say? From the weight of its load?
Aye. The guards are furious about it. You do well to steer clear.
Well, if it's blocking the road, it'd be a wasted journey anyway.
What's this? Oh. I don't think these guys would be too happy
Get
for me
that
being...
damned wagon fixed! Unless you'd rather our men in Dalamil starved.
The axle's gone, Captain. There's nothing I can do.
Surprised these guys don't attack me on sight. Alright.
Something awful's taken up residence in the springs. You'll turn back if you know what's good for you.
That's precisely why I'm heading over there. Alright, so bombs. How am I going to deal with these things? Because I don't want them exploding on me.
By the flames. That explains
Oh,
the heat.
fuck, that's a lot of them. Whoops.
finished.
Help me, boy. To me, boy. Help me, boy.
Okay, these guys are just...
To me, boy.
Out of the frying pan.
Help me, boy.
Oh shit, I didn't have it open.
To me, boy.
You're a fine hound.
Fuck. Let me not die.
That hurt, Toggle.
Oh, hello.
To me, boy.
You're a fine hound.
All yours, Torgal. Over here.
Blue one took a little bit more hits than I was expecting.
Let's cool things down a bit. Let's hope it's enough to keep the baths from boiling.
Alright, let's see. Anything else in this area? If not, then we're going to head back. Yep, shiny. No, I can't go down there. Alright, I don't see anything else around here. So, let us teleport back.
Well, this is no good. I was hoping to get out of...
Alright, let's finish up with Sava.
I hear you and the Master are working together now. Glad to have you on board.
I wasn't sure how much you'd need, but I hope this is enough.
You are one of the good ones, you know that. You and that merchant both, she's got quite a gift for teaching that one. Now, time to see if limestone is the secret weapon we were hoping for.
Now, forging something takes quite a long time. I would imagine it's more than just a few hours.
That'll do, I reckon. A knife forged from the very rocks of Dalamil. Her spirit, if you will.
It's a fine-looking blade.
I only hope Master Lubor agrees.
That sounds like my cue. And just as well. I was getting tired of waiting.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we? First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife worthy of the fine people of Dalamil?
I'd like to think so. But what do you think?
What do I think indeed? It's sharp-ish, but it won't last long with hard use. And it's heavy, heavier than it should be. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end of it. It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but one that still leaves you short of the mark.
And I was so certain I had it all worked out.
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick, but it certainly shows initiative. Next question. How much do you think I would charge if I'd made this?
Well, if it took you even a fraction of the time it took me, I would say you could demand a heavy purse.
And who would be able to pay that? The butcher? The hunter? The cooks over at the inn? Dalamil is home to humble traders, not wealthy lords and ladies. Rule number 1 in any business, Sava, know your customers.
Yes, Forge Master.
This is just about passable. But only just. I'd say you're worth keeping around a little longer. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an anvil of your own.
I will. Thank you. I was wondering, what would you do if you were asked to forge a carving knife?
I'd do what I always do. Ask who it's for. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman, I'd make it cost an absolute fortune.
There goes a master, all right.
It looks like congratulations are in order.
I couldn't have done it without you. So much for the Forge Master's riddle, though, eh? The spirit of Dalamil had nothing to do with limestone or anything much at all. Meaning, I had you run around for no good reason.
You've passed your test. That's all that matters. You'll have a forge of your own in no time.
And when I do, I'll craft you the finest carving knife you have ever seen.
No, I think the riddle was still apt. I think what he meant by the spirit of Dalamel were the people that make up the settlement. And if there's something that they're looking for, then he would make a blade in their specifications.
Thank you, Clive. I honestly don't think I could have done it without all your help.
I hear you and the master are working
Oh, we already
together
talked to
now.
you.
My carpets have
The most fragrant herbs and spices.
Needed to a silken softness.
Alright, let's
There he
go
is.
back to this guy.
The man who saved my business. I was hoping we'd be seeing you again. The baths grow more bearable by the moment. It won't be long now before we are back to business as usual.
I'm glad to hear it.
Now, tell me this. What did you find at the terraces? What threatened to make me a pauper?
Not what I expected, that's for certain.
Bombs. A lot of bombs.
tell a fine story. That's not to say I don't believe you, though. Creatures made of flame, eh? That's something new to worry about. But I've burdened you with my worries enough already. Here, a small something by way of thanks. Right. It's high time I got back to work. With a little luck, the day might yet be salvaged.
Ooh, ignition cooldown is reduced. That's actually pretty good.
The, scrubbing is almost finished. We appreciate your patience.
It's just as well I sent you to the terraces in my stead. It sounds like I'd have been burnt to a crisp.
Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness from your door.
Are you looking for something in particular?
Making this lady rich.
Here you are. Thank
We'll
you
just
for
do
your
with
custard.
one.
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
Ready, go? Run like the wind.
There wasn't a... No. I thought there was an obelisk that I saw down there, but I did not. So, we're just gonna run. That's still blocked. The jaw. I guess it is called Drake's Fang. Ah, there was an obelisk over here.
There it is. Drake's Fang.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert. You'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize. After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers. Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know. Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Till then, go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet. You can regale me too, Torgal.
This man's wearing blue, but something tells me there's some red on him.
I'm coming for you, Kupka.
Byron's a good character. It'd be a shame if he died. Alright, the jaw, and then Dalamel Inn. There's supposed to be a mark that's here. Maybe I'll look for it later. Drake's Fang. Unlike the other mother crystals of Valisthea that tower above the realm, Drake's Fang lies buried deep within a hollow crag scholars call a geode. Oh, wow. Asshole deserves it.
What are they stored?
They're called.
Got a rat done to me.
They're called phantom limbs for a reason.
Out of my sight, witch! I'll kill you, Rosfield! I'll rip out your heart! I'll tear you limb from limb!
It's gonna be hard to do that without fingers.
Shan't hurt you any longer.
He sought to humiliate me. Me! If you hadn't interfered, he would be dead!
You truly believe you would have triumphed had the battle continued?
Titan would have ground him into dust!
And how would he have done that without his head?
Shut up!
You weren't strong enough, and you call yourself a dominant. Or rather, you did.
You mock me, Harbert.
Making this dude look
Hugo,
foolish.
You are weak.
Fuck!
But so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope. There may yet be a way for you to take your revenge.
Tell me, what must I do? Please, I'll do anything. Just tell me.
The heart.
What of it?
A mother crystal's heart is the most concentrated source of ether in all creation. Perhaps you could take advantage of that. Of course, the crystal would not yield her blessing to any ordinary man. But then, you are no ordinary man, are you, Hugo? Clive Rosfield stole your power, but others have suffered a similar fate, and still managed to find the strength to conjure their icon. Like Benedicta Harmon.
That was not a good thing that she did.
She too drank of the ether and gained a power beyond human understanding.
She turned herself into Garuda, but an uncontrollable one.
Benedict. I'll do it. My love. I'll avenge you.
Run along now, Hugo. You need only follow the light.
Hold on a second. Castle Drawsbog. A castle built within the dome-like mountain that contains Drake's Fang. It is a primary residence of Hugo Kupka, dominant of Titan, and is lavishly appointed to suit his extravagant taste. Lord Harbard? Lord Commander of the Kingdom of Waled's armies, Harbard is known to many as the Constant Knight by reason of his unchangingly icy demeanor and his unwavering loyalty to his liege. Indeed, he appears to command Barnabas's complete trust, having been gifted full command of the Royal Order of Knights despite his apparent youth. The capacity in which he evacuated Hugo Kupka from Roswell's castle, however, remains a mystery. So, this guy took command of the armies for Waled after Cid had deserted his position, because previously Cid, the first Cid, was Lord Commander of the Kingdom of Waled's armies, and then Benedicta was the head intelligencer of Waled, and they worked together. But then when Cid abandoned his position, it seems like this guy stepped in, and Benedicta was still the head of the intelligencers. Because we saw him in the cutscene when we were essentially, it was the fight between Dhalmekia and the Iron Kingdom, at like the beginning of the game when Clive was supposed to assassinate Jill. There was that one scene where it showed the Republic and the Kingdom both having talks, and we saw Hugo, Harbard, Benedicta, King Barnabas, and I don't know who the other person was. There was some other Republican guy who was at the table as well. Benedicta, yep, she was commander of the intelligencers. After Clive took her power at Cair Norvent and the keep was set to fire, she and her comrades were forced into making a hurried retreat, only to be set upon by bandits. What was left of Benedicta's power ran amok, summoning forth the raging whirlwind within which she was at last to lose her life at the hands of Clive Rosfield and his Eikonic fleet. Dominance. We know this one. There's only ever one dominant for each icon. A new dominant only awakening after the previous dies. Some awakened at birth, while others are chosen later in life. But once one is chosen, one's life is forever changed. So, kind of like what I'm thinking. Normally, there would be other dominants, but I think Clive's ability is absorbing those dominants into him. So not only is he the dominant of Efreet for pretty much like from the outset, he was also able to take in the powers of both Garuda and Ramu. Um, and then he has the blessing of the Phoenix, which gives him some of the powers of the Phoenix. Though now I'm kind of thinking the blessing of the Phoenix only gives him partial. Um, and what he took from Titan and Garuda, I'm thinking it was. But then Joshua still has access to pretty much all of his Phoenix abilities. So it's slightly different for Hugo and Benedicta in that he was able to drain them of their powers. The only way they could go into it and go into their dominant forms was by essentially losing control and then just going full icon. Clive's whole thing is super fucking weird. Drake's Fang, one of Valthea's 5 remaining mother crystals located in the Damekian Republic. Unlike its sisters who jut from the earth to tower above the landscape, Drake's Fang is completely enclosed within the vast hollow of an ageless mountain, its citrine fingers reaching inward into the burrow's heart. Excavation of these crystals has, over centuries, showered the Damex with substantial fortune, and as such is seen as a symbol of the nation's prosperity.
Muthos is here. Very well, it shall be so. You may leave everything to me, Your Majesty.
I thought so. I thought so. This dude somewhat reminds me of Ultimecia. Or sorry, not Ultimecia, Ultima. What the fuck? Orcs? What the fuck are they doing here?
Did the royalists bring them from Ash?
Into the darkness. Okay, well, it's kind of getting late enough, so I think I'm going to actually cut it here. As we are entering into a new area, specifically the Drake's Fang. Oh, we have a bunch of points. I should probably spend that. I wanted to master... Yeah, we're going to master Titan's block. Alright, so that's done. And mastering it... Ooh, okay. Increases limit break gauge upon blocking an attack. Interesting. Mastery. That was just increasing lock-ons. That was increasing the range, and that was also increasing the range. Okay. Huh, so this one actually affects limit break. Anywho, sorry, I got distracted. Yeah, so that's gonna be it for me tonight. We'll be picking this up. Well, now that it's past midnight, we'll be picking this up later tonight, Thursday. So thanks for tuning in. I've been Lex, and I'll catch you on the next one. Later.